Hierarchy in the UK. The vast majority of British companies and organisations still have a distinct hierarchy, although their instructions might be polite requests or even mere suggestions. British managers are firm, effective and resolute. Their authority as decision-makers isn't up for debate. Being in control and leading a team efficiently are among the most important management skills. This particularly includes having a good relationship with the staff. Team players will enjoy working in the UK, where individual ambition should never jeopardize the mission of a team. Foreigners need to realize the importance of class distinctions, which are still present, although well disguised and not directly obvious. The British observe differences in social status by manner of speech, dress, and behavior. A person's educational background, as well as his or her family name, continues to play a role in the workplace, and networks from school and university are still important to some companies. Logical reasoning is one, if not the most typical British characteristic in business life. Red tape and bureaucratic hurdles can of course be encountered, but at the same time, they are generally disliked, while a pragmatic approach is clearly favoured. At the heart of an organisation's planning lies the annual budget. Companies develop budgeting processes based on estimates over 3 to 5 years. Reaching or surpassing target figures in a particular market is commonly rewarded with bonus payments. The British generally prefer working with a group of people they know, they can relate to, and with whom they can identify. Meetings are time-consuming and set well in advance. Most parties prefer a set agenda, which typically starts discussing business after some introductory small talk. The discussion at a meeting can be rather informal, but because of the British task-orientated nature, each participant of a meeting will usually leave the table commissioned with a specific task. The British are tough and skillful negotiators. Throughout negotiations, it is important to remain calm and polite, whereas an informal, humorous tone may sometimes disguise the actual seriousness of an issue discussed. Most British business people are following a rational and pragmatic approach. Only on rare occasions, a commitment is announced right away, while agreements need to be formalised in writing. Formality and a great deal of subtlety prohibit direct criticism in British business life. Likewise, a decision might, when announced, sound more like a proposal, open to discussion, whereas this is certainly not the case. The polite and indirect communication of managers in the UK may sometimes disguise the fact that they are the sole decision-maker. It is, however, not often an invitation to discuss or decline an assignment. Despite the fact that more recently the British have formalised being late in a social sense, for dinner, lunch, etc., it is advisable to show up on time for a scheduled meeting. British managers work longer hours than their European colleagues. They may miss out on lunch breaks and take work home. Appointments. Due to the high frequency of meetings, people work in an office environment and often away from their desk. This accounts for the comparatively high number of digital memos sent and received in a UK company. Arrange appointments in advance.